the Curt Schilling thing, people need to realize that, look, was he a great baseball player? He certainly was. He really was. But at the end of the day, the Hall of Fame is a museum for baseball, and I think people don't want to build shrines to pieces of shit. Like they don't want to be, like the Ty Cobb thing is a black eye for them. They don't like that Ty Cobb is in. They're not going to throw him out, but they're just not going to let guys in that say anti-Semitic things like Curt Schilling did. It's a museum to try to celebrate baseball. And if you start celebrating these people that say these kinds of things, we're in a whole new world now, man. You can't just be good at baseball. You have to also, and by the way, the bar is pretty low. Just don't be a piece of shit.
I understand that. And Jeff, okay, so what is the reasons why Jeff Kent isn't in the world? He isn't in the Hall of Fame.
He's kind of a fringe dude, don't you think?
Not really. If you look at all the Hall of Famers, all the second base Hall of Famers right now in Cooperstown, he probably has top 5 numbers of all time when it comes to second baseman. If you look at it, defensively, offensively, Speedy, bring up his numbers.
He has 377 home runs.
Hold on.
290 career hitter, 377 home runs, 1518 RBIs. He won 4 Silver Sluggers in his career, 356 on base percentage for his career, 5-time All-Star. He played from 1992 to 2008, 17 years.
17 years. How is Jeff Kent not in the Hall of Fame?
Right, but that's also not the point. You're talking about why is Curt Schilling not in? It's very easy. He's a piece of shit.
All right, and they say that about Jeff Kent. They say that about Jeff Kent all the time, Jeff.
Right, but no one can point to, he said anti-Semitic things or whatever. So the Jeff Kent thing's a little bad. There's no doubt Curt Schilling has done and said things that are blatantly racist. And I think the Museum of Baseball is tired of celebrating racists.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so Curt Schilling, to me, he represents a bad...
As a baseball player, yes, he should be there as a baseball player.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You don't want him in because he's an anti-Semitic ass. I understand that, but as a baseball player, he should be there.
You want to know it, but you have such a weird double standard.
Okay,
right?
Let's hear this.
Okay. Trevor Bauer, wow, terrible person, should never play. Well, why not? Well, because you think he did terrible things. Why can't the Hall of Fame have it that way too? They're a separate entity. If Major League Baseball can hold a guy out because he's a piece of shit, so can the Hall of Fame.
Okay,
people need to start wrapping their head around that.
All right, so we look at the game, and David Ortiz, because David Ortiz is such a nice guy and such a friendly guy, he did steroids. And I don't care what you say, Jeff. He did steroids. Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
Terrific baseball player, and also not a piece of shit.
So it's okay.
He hasn't beaten women. He hasn't said racist things.
But he did steroids.
He hasn't said anti-Semitic. Yeah, okay. Other steroid guys have gotten into.
Who?
Didn't Rafael Palmeiro get in?
No, he didn't. No, he's not. No, he didn't.
Oh, he hasn't gotten in?
No.
I think weren't there other guys that did steroids?
I can't wait for this. David Ortiz is the first one that is admitted to doing some kind of steroid or human growth hormones, and he's the only one to get in. The only one. Why? Why is David Ortiz in the Hall of Fame?
And also, by the way, I think it's true. You think it's true. Also, never tested positive. Not proven.
Oh, stop it, Jeff.
What do you mean? Oh,
stop it,
Jeff. Never tested positive.
Jeff, come on. He was on the list. Jeff. Alex Rodriguez was the first name that popped out on the list. Why? Because Selig hated him. Absolutely hated Alex Rodriguez. And I think Alex Rodriguez is one of the worst people in the world. What he did to so many different people in his wrath of steroid abuse. He was a horrible person. He really was.
And that was another thing, I think, the first time we had Spader on the show that he mentioned, too. Not that he didn't think Ortiz shouldn't have gotten in, but the fact that there was the George Mitchell bias with the Red Sox, too.
Absolutely.
He mentioned it, and they kind of threw other guys away because of it.